What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Outro E, and I'm back again. Check it out. I wanted to come to y'all and talk to you about another subject that we got going on here in Oklahoma. Some of you might not be aware, and some of you might have seen it on the news. But they're trying to make it to where you can open carry your gun out on your hip without a license or any training, as long as you're above the age of 21 and you don't have any felonies on your background. Then you can go to the store, go to Academy, let's say, buy a gun right out the store and throw that junk on your hip and walk around with it and be good. Nobody can say nothing to you. I got a problem with that. Now, understand, before we get started, I'm for guns. I grew up around guns. I own guns. I am for guns. I'm pro-gun, straight up. Now, I'm not for anybody that just got money that can go purchase a gun and then throw it on their hip and walk around and be good with it. I'm not good with that. You know, just like security officers, police officers, you have to go through some type of training to understand what you have in a gun. When I was taught young, I was taught that a gun was nothing to be played with. You never pointed at anyone unless you're going to use it, period. That's the rules I live by. Or you're protecting yourself. Basically, you don't ever point a gun unless you're going to use it. That's it. But a lot of people weren't raised like I was, you know, so I'm not for it. I think you should have, just like, now, there's another thing. If you have a concealed carry, if you want to conceal carry your gun, you have to have a license for concealed carry, which you have to go through 8 hours of training for concealed carry. Again, that's at least 8 hours to show a licensed instructor that you know how to load a gun, you know how to shoot it, you know how to handle it, and that you're good with it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make sense. Why be able to open carry without any license or any training, but for those that want to conceal carry, you got to have a license in order to do that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I mean, I know they're trying to make it like the Wild Wild West, but come on, seriously, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And I want to say that the law went ahead and passed. I think they passed it to where you can do it. Now, I've heard, my brother-in-law was telling me that up in Kansas, this is the worst road here. This is what I'm talking about. If you watch my other video on lane splitting, look at these cracks and all this stuff. This is the worst road to do it. But anyways, back to my story at hand. He said in Kansas, they have that law too, where you can open carry. And I don't know if it's the same specifics that we have, but let me just tell you, that's the dumbest thing that I've heard of. Like, straight up. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna agree. I know some people agree with it, and that's fine. Me personally, I don't agree with it. I think you should have some form of training, just like concealed carry, even if it's just 8 hours. I know some people are like, oh, that's just a day course. Yeah, but at least the instructor can say, okay, he knows how to use his gun, or fail him and you got to come back and take it again, or give him tips on what they're doing wrong. Because let's say something happens and you get into an altercation. Well, let's not say you. Let's just say somebody gets into an altercation. You happen to be in that vicinity with the guy carrying a gun, and instead of fighting, he wants to pull a gun, right? So he pulls a gun and he starts shooting. Again, no training, just has the money to go buy a gun, and he starts shooting and hits a pedestrian. Not even the person they're shooting at, they're hitting other people in the crowd or standbyers. You know, people just doing their own thing. That's where I have a problem with it, because at least you got to show the instructor that you can hit the target and stay on target, you know, and you're not going to hit somebody else if something goes down. Now, my buddy was saying that when you get in an actual gunfight, your percentage drops to 70% on your accuracy on shooting. So you're not necessarily going to be 100% as if you're at the range or wherever you shoot on your shot. It's not going to be 100%, it's going to be 70%. So just think, for those people that just go buy a gun, never really shot it, but have it, their percentage level is probably, by themselves comfortable at a 50 or below. Now, take it into a shooting situation and you're actually, under stress shooting, it's going to drop them down to like 30% accuracy, which is bananas to me, man. Like, I don't get it. It's stupid. I'm not agreeing with it. I know there's going to be people that be like, you're wrong. Cool. I don't care. That's my opinion, and that's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it. It's just dumb. I don't get it, man. I'm sorry. That's the craziest thing. Like, I can go on about these laws that doesn't make sense, and what they're doing and how they're trying to do stuff, and man, it's the dumbest thing ever. So whatever, dude. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd weigh in and give you guys my opinion about that, because that's something that they've been showing on the news a lot, and everybody's acting like, and I mean, it evidently a lot of people are for it because they're passing the laws. They're saying, hey, it's all good. Go ahead, go get your gun, strap it on your hip. I don't want people knowing what I got on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people knowing. It's gonna be an element of surprise. You run up on me, it's gonna be a bad day. So that's just kind of dumb to me. But hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I think the people that are making these laws are not thinking it through. They're either not thinking it through, or they're not actual gun owners, or have been in any type of training. And that's why they're just like, yeah, go ahead and do it, man. It's not a problem. But I disagree. And that's my opinion. I'm chilling here in downtown. You can see the skylines, or what we have is skylines. It ain't no New York or nothing like that. But hey, OK City, we represent. Holla back, 405. But yeah, man, so that's my take. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this day and ride a little bit. And with that, I'm Outro E. Again, y'all always know, like and share. Hit that button and subscribe. And I'll be dropping content like once a week, maybe sometimes twice when the weather gets real nice. So you already know, I'm Outro E, and I'm out.